Oh man, I wonder if I can make this thing stay on. Let's see. Is it working now? Oh, good, it's working now. Okay, cool. All right, so on the screen you see GPU tweak 3. Normally when you first load it in, it'll look something more like that. The big old monitor hanging outside there. And all this stuff's just basically default. You have to kind of set these up like fan speed, memory clock, with the way it's all kind of just weird. Different fans. And anyways, I don't use this part here. So I just disconnect it here, hit X. Good, it didn't shut down. But the big key to keeping it from coming back up is right here, settings. And general, I got start with Windows. Unclick the monitor. Click the enhanced. Unclick the previous session on next program start. Because if you happen to make a mistake doing something and it crashes or has a problem, it could try to load that same thing back up again. So just easier to unclick that. You don't have to worry about it. If something does go wrong, restart the computer, it'll go back to normal. Okay, as far as that goes, okay, then over here you got interface. Myself, I'm still old school. I do everything in Fahrenheit. So I click Fahrenheit. I also do 24-hour clock. I don't change any of the custom colors there. Monitor. This is where you can set up to log whatever stuff you're monitoring, temperatures, speeds, so on and so on. I don't use it, so I don't worry about it. Hotkeys. These are the hotkeys for the tuning, the interface, on-screen display. I really don't use any of these for the on-screen display. Anyways, I just wanted to show that. So I can close. All right, now, see how I have GPU clock, power, voltage, memory in a certain order? That's done here. Go in here. I don't have external fan, display refresh, or frame rate target clicked, but I do take like my GPU clock first, then my power, then my voltage, and you just grab them, move them around, see how the voltage is there, so on. And I do it all the way out to the GPU temperature. Then you hit save. Then you get back, and then they're all in a nice order. And on these, there'll be one here that says frame rate. I click it because I don't use it. And then this allows you to shrink it up to right before the GPU temp hides. Okay, now a couple of really cool features here. Because my BIOS on my video card seems to want to be 0 fan on both, I made a fan profile at 51 fan. But check this out. Oh, here's mine. Now look at these stupid ass, look at crazy speeds here. See where that says 192? Oh, why is it running so fast? That's weird. Oh, I know why it's running so fast because, yeah. How many frames did I drop? Oh, I didn't drop any frames. Good. because OBS is on. That's why it's running by 2175 megahertz. Like I said, it always drops 400 for some reason. But normally this would be 18 or 1890s what this clock is, or this card is, and 1402, 14,002 is what the memory is. I lucked out because I can run the GPU at 2175. Oh, and I also set my target 135 power, voltage at 100%, my temp at 90 or max, and then I set my fans up roughly around there. It doesn't seem to get too hot, but that'll allow the fans to, keep the card cool. Back what I was saying though is the other card I was using was 2100 was probably about max, and I could get 1600 out of the memory. This one here I can get the 2066. I get 2175. I can get, when OBS isn't on, 19,200 memory clock. That's a 5,000 jump. So you divide it by 8 because that's the way that 256 I think works, or something. With Toby's, he's got GDR6, so his is a multiplier of 16. So if you want to figure out what it is, you take whatever number this is, divide by 16, and that's what each chip would be doing. But that really doesn't matter as long as it's stable. And I run for Mark ROG to see if it's stable. But then I've also got 3D Mark that I run to see, like, where I got second place all time worldwide for the GTX 3060 Ti LFR card. But that was pretty cool. And this is what I did. Didn't do anything stupid to it, just in these settings. Okay, now up here you got this cool thing where it's got connect. So this is nice because that way you don't have to worry about going over here, turning stuff on and whatnot. You gotta connect. Select the game. I've already done this, so iRacing shows up. Click on that. And then your different tuning profiles show up. I clicked on that one there, and I hit this. Will say connect. Hit connect. Then I click my OSD that I use, and then I hit connect there too. And it seems to be working really good now. But yeah, back to that. Back to what was I saying? Oh, this is just a really cool feature here. Anyways, once you find out what your boost clock is and all that stuff, then you just save it as a whatever you want to call it. It'll save in that little area right here. Now see, this one shows fans and this one, but the other one looked like it was a lot more because the other one's also showing default QC and silent mode. Okay, now we go into what I use the OSD, which is this button here. Boom, pull that up. Then I have give it a name, iRacing OSD. I hope it's loud enough for everybody to hear me. I like the GPU Tweak 3 style. It's different than the classic style. It's working so well, I don't want to click on the classic style and mess it up. 16:9 display. It's got variables, 21:9, 32:9. Or you can put in whatever your resolution is if you have some different resolution, and then use that site. Okay, then again, just like the other one, these are what you want to monitor on your screen, and they come up in a different order. So you have to go here. I like this certain order on my screen. Go here, and then you're allowed to move them. So it goes first. It goes clocks on top, then voltage, then power, then usage, then GPU temperature. Then it goes to the memory clock, memory usage, and then what's really cool is you get the CPU clock, CPU usage, CPU temperature, and then finally what time it is, or system time. And there's a toggle of F7, so system time's on. If you hit F7, then it goes to a timer where it starts like at 0 and works its way up. Okay, then next page. Nope. Your information tags. I got mine set up with the GPU clock in that color, the units in that color, and the megahertz in that color. And you can pick your colors. There's only 2 fonts right now. I also have it set up with the first one there, second one in the middle, last one there, because it seems like they line up better. And then opacity, that's how much you can see through it. I don't like seeing through the letters, so I have them at 100. The size of the text, which I have at 147. I haven't really figured out what text shadow and neon glow is yet, but I got them on anyways. The position you want it, you can drag it around, and then you can fine tune it with this one. And then, as far as I understand, this blacklist is a list of programs that you do not want this thing to go to, like, for instance, bring here, game bar, server, or game bar, or text input. Let's see, what is another one? That's what's another one. Oh, MS Paint. So the overlay will not show up on those programs. So if you find a program that maybe it keeps popping up on, then you just go to the browse, go to your program files, so on and so on. Let's say program files. Let's go to Corsair here, IQ software, and then you would find its exe. Where's the main one? Right there. You click on that, and that would load it in there, and then it would not put the overlay on that program anymore. And then once you're done with, like, once you change anything, let's say, for instance, let's go ahead and go back up 0. Then you hit save as the first time, give it a name, and then you hit then if you want to preview and see where it's sitting at, you can hit this button, and it shows up. See, that's what it looks like. And if it was off, this is really nice because if it was like too low or the thing was too big, then you just hit this, go here, boom. I'll see. Let me change this real quick. Let's go. Hope I don't kick myself in the ass for this. And let's say it's 162. And then go preview. See, now it's too far over. It's too big. I didn't save it, so that's weird. I just realized that. Now it should bring it back to where it was. Yes, now it's back to 147. Preview. Boom. That's where I like it. Okay. You hit save. Bada bing, you're on your way. Power detect. This is it shows a light. Wait a minute, what? That's funny. I don't have no white light. I thought a red light come on if there wasn't the proper power. But I have no lights on my GPU. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe this GPU doesn't have that. Oh, background effect. Oh, there was something else that was cool in here too. You had background effects you put in. Where is it? Oh, never mind. Not here. It's back here. Here. Background wallpaper. I can go custom, browse. If I remember where this program's at. There, okay. Then we go to background image. It's just the ASUS background. Go here. Go save. Close. Boom. There it is in the background. Yeah, you can put whatever you want in there. Let's see. Let's find another one. Let's go to pictures. Let's pick the guitar here. That's in the background. And you can also make it more transparent. Or maybe it's less transparent. I think more transparent. So if you want something in your background, you can do that. In the other GPU tweak, or the other on the OSD, you had a way to put messages up and pictures up too, if you wanted to. But I don't like the way the other one's set up. I like the way that this one has the lines like I showed. I better get this off here before I forget. All right, so Toby, when you get this downloaded, it's going to show. It's going to come up with your default driver stuff, your default speeds. Like I don't remember exactly. I think 1860 is yours, and then 1900 might be your memory. That'll load up in here. This will say 100. This will say 0. Your temp will be whatever default is, and your fans will. If you don't have a 0 fan on, it'll be whatever they are. I'd go ahead and go 135 with this, 100 with that. Well, actually, you know what? If you just want to try one something or another, try the click on this one. It'll bring up the cards ones and set these at 100. Like I said, 100 and maximum. Set your fans at probably like 80% or something. Then hit save or save as, give it a name, and just run it like that. And I bet you'll notice a big difference. And then when you get ready to want to get more out of it, I'll get with you on Discord and run you through like step by step, add a little bit more to it, and see where you get, and get you this firmware thing so you can run a little quick little stress test or whatever to see if it's going to lock up or if you have any artifacts. And and then there's a built-in GPU Z here. Click on that. Then it loads up your card information like name of your GPU, revision, yada yada. BIOS, your ROPs, if your SLI is on, your ID, how many shaders, DirectX, so on and so on. Give memory, size of memory, bus speed or width. This one doesn't show the resizable bar, if it's on or not. But one way to find that really easy is to go to the NVIDIA thing here. Go to system information. That was down at the bottom. And then look here, it says resizable bar. Yes, it's on. I don't know if it shows what size the resizable bar is in this one or not. Nope. But in a different program it does. Let's see. I would definitely get this one too. This Tech Power Up GPU Z. Just kind of like the other GPU Z, but a lot more informative. It shows your device ID and then sub ID. Then it shows resizable bar there. Then you go to advanced, general information. And click on this and go to NVIDIA BIOS information. All the BIOS information is. Like, see, mine can go 325 watts. And then resizable bar. Boom. It's enabled. Yes, everything is. Bar 0 is 16. Bar 1 is 8 gigabytes. Bar 2 is 32 megabytes. And then you got some other little cool stuff in here too, like the Vulkan information, the CUDA information, all kinds of cool stuff on that. Your DirectX 12 information. It was a Vulkan one. At the very bottom had all these little limits. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There. Your extensions, device extensions, all the stuff that's in there. Anything you have that you can play with, it uses DLSS. I'm not going to try it because it searches for it. Then sensors. It shows like what your GPU clock speed is. Down here. So right now I'm capped out at around 1.1 volts. So voltage reliability and voltage something. Oh, voltage reliability and operating voltage. It's maxed, so I can't go any higher. But it shows 8-pin voltage, 8-pin power, other 8-pin voltage, 8-pin power, PCI slot. Now, what I don't understand is why this is here. This is supposed to be for a laptop. This is not a laptop. Memory load, GPU load, memory used, the fan speeds, the hotspot on the GPU, normal temperature, so on. Some cards give you more options. They give you like VRAM temps and memory temps stuff. This one doesn't. And yeah, that's it. So when you see this, check it out and get this thing downloaded, 1.5.4.9, and get you hooked up so you're getting the most performance out of your stuff when you're, especially since you're using VR and you want to start streaming sooner or later. Hopefully this was a little bit informative, I guess, or help somehow.